is usually about 2 to 4 weeks before the fish begin spawning. Once those water temperatures hit the early 60s, it's going to be a prime time to fish them. So what I want to do today, guys, is I've got 3 different setups that I like during the early spring as far as how, I rig them up with trailers. I want to show you what those are, talk a little bit about how I fish them, and the type of areas you want to fish them in. So we'll get into that. Okay, the first one, guys, and I use a variety of different chatterbaits and trailers, but the first one I want to show you guys here is just the old chatterbait here in some type of a green pumpkin with orange, or brown with some type of an orange or green pumpkin type of a crawdad skirt. This is just one that I've rigged up right here, but the main thing is it doesn't really matter what specific colors they are, as long as you got some orange, some green, some brown, something like that that resembles a crawdad. And guys, this is the trailer I use in all of them. This is the Zoom Shimmer Shad. This is what a lot of people are going to now. I'll link all this stuff in my Tackle Warehouse link. I'll put all the bladed jig links and the trailers if you guys would like to use that link to get some. But the Shimmer Shad really works good as far as a trailer on there. You definitely need some type of a crawdad pattern. Like I said, don't get real picky on it. Just be creative. You can't really go wrong if you stay with those colors that are in the framework of what crawdad colors are. So here is when a crawdad pattern, something like this, works good in the early spring. And again, this is probably my favorite color for the springtime of the year. And here's the window that it works in as far as the conditions. Number one, I like to have anywhere between, say, 2 to 4 foot of visibility. That is a key window, specifically 2.5 foot of visibility, ideal for that. You can catch them on it, in 4 foot of clarity, but you really need those type of low light days. Cloudy days with some wind will help out. But that 2.5 foot range is going to be really, really good. Next thing you need with it is you need some cover in the appropriate depth. Now, the key cover, as far as when those fish are going to be in less than 5 foot of water that you can target them on a chatterbait, is going to be a mixture of some type of wood, grass, or rock cover, depending upon the lake you've got. If you have shallow submergent vegetation, just reeling the chatterbait over that shallow submergent vegetation, hydrilla, milfoil, dead lily pad stems, gator grass, really good way to catch them. You will find in most lakes that have shallow submergent vegetation and less than 5 foot of water, even if the water is a little bit cooler, those fish will still use that shallow water if the grass is present. But in most man-made lakes that do not have grass, you're going to be talking about some type of rock or wood cover. Now, my favorite type of areas to fish the crawdad pattern in the pre-spawn time of the year is around rocky banks. I like bigger rock if you can have them. The ideal rock is sort of like baseball to basketball size rock, sort of mixed. This is a really good area for those crawdads to hang out in. That's why the crawdad